I don't care if other people think something's a sin. I don't like the word sin is not something I use in my daily language or my belief system. This is going to be a long one, but save it if you care about this topic, if you consider yourself spiritual, if the word sin triggers you, if other people making life decisions that you don't agree with triggers you. Yeah, like and save this video. Come back later, okay? Here's the deal. I just watched another video of a coach. She's like an affair coach, so she helps people who are having affairs, and she was addressing limerence, but that's not the point. I mean, I talked to lots of people in those situations, but yeah, link in bio if you're in the middle of something affair-esque and you want to talk, we can do that. Anyways, in the comments, there was all kinds of stuff about sin. Like, sin is sin. Like, cheaters always cheat. Like, that kind of judgy stuff. Like, the affair is the problem, and the person who commits it and the person that they're with are sinners and therefore horrible, even evil humans who need to suffer for eternity. And I also get comments like this sometimes about mediumship because it's demonic. And the whole sin thing comes up, right? So here's the deal. If you find my content or it finds you, you probably consider yourself more spiritual than religious. So that's step one, okay? So for me, the word sin never comes into my daily language. Like, I don't worry about if the things I'm doing are a sin because I don't follow that way of life that is dictated by that. I work every day at being a good human because that's my goal. Like, my morals tell me to be a good human, a kind, compassionate, loving, understanding human, regardless of someone else's list or book or rules. And that's how I lead my life. But in that, I also have a very personal relationship with Creator God. And most of the people who I work with also do or are working to have that and understand that. And in that personal relationship with Creator God, the way that I know God is also like parental, okay? It's like loving, compassionate, understanding, guiding, absolutely guiding, but not damning, okay? Not punishing, but understanding and loving and knowing that I will make mistakes in my life. I will do things that unintentionally other people may be hurt because of it, because I'm human and that happens, okay? Here's the truth. At some point in your life, if you drive a car, you will cut someone else off in traffic and you will be their bad day. Absolutely. That's being human. That's driving a car. Do we aim with that as a goal when we go out in the morning to drive our car? No. Like, you don't say, I'm going to get up today and go cut somebody off and they're going to spill their coffee and that's my goal today, right? Like, because our goal is to be a good human, to lead a compassionate, loving, kind, accepting life of, interacting with other people in a hopeful, positive way. But the truth is we're human, and as humans, we make mistakes. And again, the version of God that I know understands that humans make mistakes because we're humans, and we grow from those, and we learn from those, and we improve. That's what we do, right? As a soul incarnate, as a human, we are here for all of it, the lessons, the blessings, the mistakes, the wins, okay? All of it, we're here for that. And the version of God that I know understands all that, and that's part of the point, okay? That's like the point of the incarnation of a soul anyway, because a soul is perfect as it is, okay? Like, at the soul level, you are perfect. So am I. We all are. As humans, not always so perfect. Not always, right? But that's I'm not judging you based on that. My job is to not judge you on that. It's not. Now, to discern maybe who I want in my life, right? Like, if there's somebody who lies constantly, I'm going to make the discerning choice to probably not have them in my life very much, right? Or if they steal, like, I'm not going to be inviting you in my home really at all, probably, if I know you're a thief. That's a discernment, not a judgment. But this whole, sin damnation thing, it operates under this egoic principle, this egoic belief that my belief system is the same as yours. My faith system is governed the same way yours is, and it's not. It's not, and that's, you know what, that's okay. The way I know God is big enough to encompass that you have your belief system and I have mine. And everybody else has theirs, right? Because in theory, anybody who thinks that this is crap that I'm talking hasn't stuck around for 4.5 minutes. But if you are out there leading your life, doing the best you can to be a good human, to make good decisions, to not hurt other people, and in that you make mistakes and you hurt other people unintentionally or intentionally, maybe, right? Like, maybe you have, it's okay, right? Like, don't keep doing it. Like, don't keep doing it intentionally. Like, let's have a conversation and make different choices, but you're human. You're going to cut somebody off in traffic at some point. It's what it is. We're going to do better. We're going to do better tomorrow. We're going to do better later today. We're going to ask for forgiveness. We're going to work on making better decisions and healing whatever that dynamic is, so we don't keep doing those things over and over and over again, because that's growth. Okay, that's evolution of the human and the soul. And that's what this is. When in spirituality, we take personal responsibility for knowing these things and for learning these things, and we hold ourselves accountable in spirituality. We don't necessarily have someone else's rule book to hold us accountable. It's an internal thing, and that is why the personal relationship with Creator God, insert word for benevolence, source, universe, etc. That's why your personal relationship is so important, because that connection is where you go for guidance. That connection is where you turn to understand yourself, to forgive yourself. It's not just about God forgiving you. It's about you forgiving you and you growing and healing, so you don't continue to make the same decisions and continue to cut people off in traffic, right? That's the point here. That is why the personal relationship is so, so paramount. In my coaching practice, mentorship, one-time sessions, whatever it is that we do together, I'm going to talk about your personal relationship, because that is the pivotal connection. That is the epitome of intuition. That is your enlightenment. That is your divine birthright. That connection for all of the stuff, the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right. So anyways, I hope this makes sense. I know I'm babbling. It's 6.5 minutes, but just this narrative of the sinner, I'm a little over it tonight. Okay. So if you're somebody who's made decisions, you consider yourself a sinner, you've made mistakes, and you're looking to do better, you're looking to grow and to heal, I want you to know that that's possible. And your personal relationship with the divine is, in my opinion, the point. Like, that is where you go for that. And if you want some help with it, link in my bio, we can have some conversations. But at the end of the day, you can recognize what you've been doing, and you can make those changes, that internal compass and connection, and you can get up and do better tomorrow. You can do better right now. Can do better right now. It doesn't take the other person to even be in the room with you. It takes you making the conscious decision to do better. It's not about sin or judgment or damnation, okay? Everything isn't that. That's not my truth. And if you've stuck around for 7.5 minutes, it's probably not yours either. So anyways, I hope this helps. Have a great night.